Hey folks, Phil Gallagher here for your daily D&T. We're continuing to play with the blue-white-red D&T list because, well, we're in this league, so we're going to see it through. On the draw. Questionable hand that becomes quite good with a fetch land and is fine with drawing multiple lands. I'm going to go ahead and keep this one. Not thrilling, but I think you have to accept like turn 1 play into turn 2 play most of the time with a deck like D&T. Alright, we're just gonna die. I mean, I'm still pretty confident that we're gonna die, but I expected to die more quickly. So we are probably playing against Pox here. I don't have Revokers to shut that off. This Deputy of Detention is going to be real clutch. My opponent went all in on this turn 1 Liliana. No second mana source. They've missed a land drop here. Oh my god, I just get Batterskull? Seriously? I just get Batterskull? That's a thing that's happening? Wow. I'm just like not gonna die to the Liliana immediately. Huh. Life's good. You know, again, would really like to draw a blue land and everything, but I don't really know how my opponent gets out of this if they miss a land drop again. Okay. I will sacrifice my Stoneforge Mystic, and since they have a Liliana, I have to discard a card. My Swords to Plowshares is probably a very limited utility this game, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. Nice. Now, there are worlds where they can go and get that card back. But I'm kind of hoping that they miss a land drop, and then I can just, like, play something and leave Spell Queller up. So I've already played my land, right? Yeah, I've already played my land. Yeah, I think I'm just going to play Stoneforge Mystic. I can't fetch Plateau off of this. So if I play Stoneforge with this, I would have to get a non-red source with this in order to use it. Should I just get a Thalia? I lose a little bit of flexibility. To finish the thought, I lose a little bit of flexibility in case my opponent goes and does something crazy, like plays a Regisaur or something like that. But seeing as my opponent is tight on mana already. I think trying to go wide while also doing some mana denial is pretty strong. Chromox, you say? Alright. Imprinting a Gurmag Angler. So I can just pass with Spell Queller up. I don't think I need to play the Stoneforge. I'm just trying to think about like what possible timelines do I lose this if this is up? I can't really think of any. I'm gonna hold the Stoneforge though. If something goes wrong, having the extra mana is probably good. Like it gives me the opportunity to like bounce a Batterskull while also Spell Quellering. All right, we have bullied Pox in game 1. Jailer seems good. Wear Tear is probably good for some assorted permanents they might have, ranging from Bitter Blossom to Crucible of Worlds to Scroll Rack. Or not Scroll Rack, Curse Scroll. And I can consider some number of Rest in Peace. Like I saw Gurmag Angler, and things like Crucible and such are not uncommon either, or Nether Spirit. So what do I not want? Because like I don't really want Rest in Peace either, but it's really going to be a question of like what cards are worse than this, if any. Some part of the Stoneforge Mystic package can probably go. The Jitte seems kind of weak. I think I'd be willing to cut a Jitte and trim one Stoneforge Mystic. And honestly, most of the top end of my curve is going to be pretty good against this deck. Like Jailer, PNK, Recruiter are sources of card advantage. Deputy of Detention answers the problematic impermanent. Spell Queller counters their big things that matter. How good is Mother of Runes? The protection is probably medium, but having a small critter to make the Edict's effect worse is probably fine. If I don't play Rest in Peace, then I just like play one Mom and call it a day. If I do want to play the Rest in Peace, then I probably trim a Swords to Plowshares. And some other card. I am pretty soft to recurring land disruption. So maybe I should play a pair of these. And I might adjust my sideboarding for game 3, kind of depending on what I see. We have a reasonable opening hand. To give myself flexibility with my lands here, I think I'm just going to play out the Caracas this turn and play my Vial. I don't want to like naturally play the Mom out and make Smallpox better. Rude. However, the joke is on you there. I have Wear Tear. And a Mountain. So I think I'm just going to wear the Null Rod and put Mom in at their end step. If randomly they were to go and play an enchantment, I would then wait a turn to fuse it. See, this Mom dies immediately. It does. Good job, Mom. You've done your duty well. Recruiter is a fantastic draw. I'm not really sure where the Recruiter is going yet. That probably depends entirely on what my opponent is doing, but it could be anything from Palace Jailer to some other random threat. Liliana of the Veil. I think I junk my land here since I have like 2 valid vials. So the world is my oyster now. Really, I want a Palace Jailer. And I might just play towards that. And just, like, Deputy of Detention away the Lilianas. The Liliana of the Veil. Pass the turn with Recruiter up. If my opponent makes me discard, then I'll Recruiter for Mom, put in Mom, and just have 2 creatures on the board. But if they don't make me discard, it's Monarch time, and I will be the pretty, pretty princess. Each opponent sacrifices a creature, you say? Okay. I have just the creature for you. How good is your last card? Because if it doesn't blow this up, I'm feeling great. If it does blow this up, I'm feeling less good. I don't think it blows this up, YouTube. Oh, does Gurmag Ankler your last card? And now you can't put it down because, like, the Palace Jailer is coming? That's kind of hilarious. If that was a bluff, it's a great bluff. Regardless, I think I call. Like, getting the extra card draw started against Pox is just so, so, so valuable. So while that doesn't answer a Gurmag Angler, it's real good against most other things. Yep. Yeah, you can stay there. That's fine. You're a turn late. I still accept you, but you're a turn late. Do I have a second Palace Jailer? No. Or wait, we're in the post-sideboard games, aren't we? I do have a second Palace Jailer. Oh, that's disgusting. I do think I'll chump block with my first Palace Jailer, though, to leave Spell Queller up for some shenanigans. I think I'm fine with throwing away the 2/2 body, given how much card advantage I'm going to be getting here. How about no? Actually, do I care? So I'm going to put 1, 2, 3, 4 power into play. No, I don't care, as long as I do some searching right now. And if they want to make the choice to not minus it, I'm fine with that. All right, yeah, they minus it. They'll take out a couple of my cards, but I'm not really going to care. Now let's go always no to this, always no to this, no. Poor Pox. Like, I appreciate where your heart is at, friend. I do. But I'm being a bully. When this deck works, it is kind of sweet. But the multicolor mana base is a little bit questionable. Since they're going to name Pithing Needle anyway. Or sorry, since they're going to name Ether Vial anyway. Might as well stop that. So not really hitting particularly hard, but that doesn't really matter. My opponent really needs a sweeper to have any shot at getting back in this. But that's going to be hard, because even if they cast a sweeper, I get to Caracas bounce my Thalia. And I have an uncounterable spell queller available to me. Alright, well, that was kind of a savage beating. We'll be back tomorrow, see if we can actually put up some positive results with this deck. See you later, YouTube.